The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
On the return, Devin Duvernay. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Time with Devontae Freeman. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The numbers for Freeman a week ago. 13 carries, 64 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. I have to imagine many defensive coordinators had a sleepless night trying to game plan ways to slow down Lamar Jackson. What do you think is the most effective way to try to do it?
Well, you've got to be a little counterintuitive because normally you're sitting on the wide receiver 1, aren't you? But with Lamar Jackson, I'd sit on the tight end. He loves to throw into the middle of the field, loves that position as his #1 target. Take that away and hope you have a corner who can stand up man-to-man against a speed guy on the perimeter.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Play action. It's Jackson. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out, finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
Freeman again. Yeah, Freeman was trying to work his way forward, but I don't think he got there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3's in. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Staying on his feet. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Calais Campbell. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he called it that short of the marker, that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
And how about this, a fake? And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a 1st down. And high fives all around on that sideline. It's a 1st down as they wind up getting 11 on the fake punt. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers, and he hits his target, the tight end Lewis. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 15-yard line. They go back to the ground with Jones. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And
he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have taken the lead. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. Fake it. It's caught inside the 5. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say, they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When he'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward is just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And he's going to go down. So they pass up the field goal attempt to go for 6, but as a result, they leave points on the field, and that's going to do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, in the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. It's a big play there for Green Bay. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Oh, he fakes the spike, and this is caught. So he fakes the spike, and they get the touchdown. Davante Adams with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. On the return is Duvernay. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
They go to Freeman again on second down. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the gun, Jackson. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. Number 12 back out there. Aaron and his Packer teammates set to begin their drive. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. It looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9. Rodgers now to throw. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for Green Bay.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. We're in in Baltimore. Third quarter action, 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. And it's complete to Adams. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. On now is the Packers punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to...
Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 55 yards. And the Ravens are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Jackson here is going to look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And they're able to get this one across the 35. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Buying time to his left. Sheds him off at the 45. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking deep for Adams. A leap in. He's got it. He got it. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And he's brought down.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And up 2 scores late. No clue why you do this here, but they're going to go for the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On second down, Freeman. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. He finds Bateman over the middle. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. From the 29, Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. He goes underneath to Freeman. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still 3,000 yards, a good season.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Tucker's kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run it. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. On now is the Packers punter. And look at this, another fake. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. They fake the punt, it doesn't work out. And how about this for a setup? The ball will go over on downs at the 1-yard line. Here's Jackson. Can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Offside defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
Hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and open man Watkins, touchdown Baltimore. Sammy Watkins, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. And now remember, all touchdowns. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. On the return from his end zone, Malik Taylor. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. To throw is Rodgers. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he's out right at the 25.
And, partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Looking deep for Adams. And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this time. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
On the return, it's Taylor. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Being chased, and time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Tyus Bowser, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The pressure that time right up the middle, and he was able to wiggle in there pretty easily and get the sack.
Yeah, sometimes you end up getting caught in a little bit of a breakdown about who to block up front, and that creates the gap there, and he took full advantage, got to the quarterback, and finished off the sack.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. On play action, now Rodgers. He hits Adams complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. The left side throw complete to Adams. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. They'll run on first down. It's Jones, and he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, breaking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
The kick by Crosby is good, and that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. A field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
Jackson. It's intercepted. That'll seal it. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And that's how this one ends, in dramatic fashion in overtime with the interception. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure of the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that